can you hear me? Is it okay? So Sudeep, you're the trigger in case there's a signal fall with the administrator, because I don't know when the announcement will come on. I hope I will be able to continue. Karthik, Shivoham, and welcome to the call. Sagai Raj, Rajendra, Girish, and Bridget. Shivoham, welcome to the call. Girish Amma, Kiran, Chaturia, Gautam, Siva, welcome. Rais, Yoga Narsiman, Ashok Nichani. And the rest of you whom I can't see, I think many of you will soon come online. But welcome to the call. Today somebody asked me a question which I throw open to you all. What is the cause of ignorance? Ignorance is the cause of holding us back from enlightenment. Ignorance or avidya stops us from enlightenment. But what is the cause of ignorance? Who would like to attempt it, please?
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham. Bolo Sanjay.
Too much involved in the materialist secular life.
Too much involvement in the material life causes ignorance.
Yes.
Okay. So agreed. There is some amount of because there are many causes. So today we are just trying
one of the causes, I said.
Yeah, we are trying to put the causes forward so everybody benefits.
Right, sir.
If you are too much involved in the samsara, what you are saying in the material world, then you become ignorant. Then you get lost in this samsara. Definitely, it has got valid point. Who else would like to say the cause of ignorance?
Kumar.
Yes, Ashok Chotwani, please tell me, Ashok.
Sir, religious activity is the main cause of ignorance.
Very good. Excellent. Religion, right? Religion, you said religion, right? Ashok, you said religion. Am
Religious
I right?
activity, sir.
Religious?
Yeah, religion activity, yeah.
So religion.
Activities.
Okay, religion, you mean religious dogmas, the rituals, all those things are a big cause of ignorance.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Sir.
So religion actually does not mean to create ignorance, but they create big time ignorance, very big time ignorance, including believing in a god, in a statue, and doing all these pujas, and they are keeping us ignorant for a long time. Good point. Who else would like to
mythology is ruling for
Who else
centuries.
would like to go?
Sir, Kumar Swami.
Yes, Kumar Swami.
Sir, actually, since birth, our parents also will not taught us where God lives and what is the form of the God. So they also will tell that God will be lives in the temples, and in the school also same version. Nobody will teach us that
Excellent.
God will reside in us.
Excellent.
So in the finally it will come to everybody. Religion makes
So
us a confusion status. So many forms of the God, God. So this is the way we will be confusing that actual where is.
Yeah. So Kumar Swami, what you are saying is our own parents and our own teachers. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
I am adding one more word to your thing. Our parents, our teachers, educate us into ignorance.
Yeah.
They are educating wrongly. Huh? So yes, who wants to go next? Leena Anand, yes.
The same question, same answers which you have given. Parents, education, and what you have said. They are the main persons who are educating us for the ignorance. Right from childhood, we are taught about the career, build a family, do such things only. So the society and everything is a cause for the ignorance. So
For
right
example,
from our childhood, our parents, everyone.
Yeah. Even now, you teach your children, come first in class. You must get first rank. You must learn this.
What.
When in reality, you are not doing it out of your own interest, but because of social pressure, out of society, you are forced to do it. But now, attending this call, you know very well that is not important. What is the use? If your child comes first in class, what is the matter? What if they don't have good ethics? If they don't have good values? If they don't have good wisdom? All the marks are no use. It is completely useless.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Good.
Sir, our parents are brainwashed us from the childhood, sir, because there will be some psychology, sir, for us that to believe parents. Sir?
Who brainwashes us?
Parents, this society.
So same question. Can we have some different answers? Karthik, anybody has a different
Pranam Guruji.
Yeah,
Shivoham.
Kiran,
Shivoham.
bolo
Kunal.
Kiran, Shivoham, bolo Kiran.
Because we mistakenly believe that this world to be real, whereas it is in reality myth. And earth is a stage for God's Leela.
So what is the cause?
Our ignorance that
No,
we,
what causes the ignorance that we don't realize the earth is not real? What is the cause?
because we are engrossed in this Maya.
Maya, correct. The right answer is the word Maya. Okay, Kiran, what causes ignorance is Maya. Because of Maya, we are seeing the projections and we are thinking the projection is real, but
Yes.
it is not real. But what is the cause of the ignorance is Maya. So you're seeing how many causes of ignorance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will explain to you why this question is very important now. So who's going next? Anybody else?
Here, Shivam.
Shivoham, bolo Gautam.
Sir, here from my side, it's like what we tell. It's my house, my children's, my parents. That is a.
So what is the cause?
For example, I tell they are my parents. This is my shop, my car, my house.
So that is called what, Gautam? That is called ego.
Ego.
The ego is the cause of ignorance. What Gautam is coming, good point. The ego creates ignorance. The ego says this is mine. It's not mine, but the ego is creating the ignorance. Good point, Gautam. Anybody else wants to bring another point? Any other points?
Sorry, we in the from childhood onwards we have some psychology that what the parents tell, we believe that it is our psychology. We don't know anything, so we.
No. Where does the psychology come from, Karthik? That comes from education. So we have covered the point. It is they educate us like that. Parents, teachers, they educate. Psychology doesn't come from somewhere else.
But we believe, but we don't know anything at childhood stage, no sir. So we
Correct.
believe what parents tell.
Karthik, that is called education. They educate us to build a wrong philosophy and psychology. Okay. Okay. Who else? Next. Anybody else?
Yes.
Dattatreya.
People are attracted to five senses. Five senses are attracting our experiences. It is directly.
But are the
yes.
five senses causing ignorance?
Yes. That's
No.
why.
Dattatreya, think a little bit more. What is
Okay.
causing ignorance? Is it five senses or something else?
The
The five senses are connecting to what to cause ignorance?
Body.
No.
Attractions.
No.
Body.
No. The five. Dattatreya
Shivoham.
came- One minute. Dattatreya, the five senses are
Shivoham.
triggering the mind. The mind is causing ignorance.
Yes.
Right, Dattatreya? Are you agreeing?
Yes. Correct. Okay.
So it is the mind. The mind is causing ignorance. Why the mind is causing ignorance? Because it is not letting the intellect discriminate. Rajendra, you want to say something? Rajendra, go ahead.
Yeah, actually
Rajendra?
it is in line with others actually. Now, as far as parents and teachers are concerned, what I want to say is that they are also not aware. They are also not aware. I mean,
Maybe.
It is something like they don't know that they even don't know that they don't know.
Correct. But they are causing it.
Yeah, but
For
they are
example,
causing
if you are
knowingly or unknowingly.
Correct. If you are teaching your children wrong things, knowingly, unknowingly is not the point, but you are the cause of the ignorance. You are teaching your children wrong things.
Yeah, absolutely. And other things that as other two people have already said, mind and ego. I mean, most of the people are engaged in having the pleasures, fun, etc. So
Correct.
they are comfort in their comfort zone. They are in the comfort zone with respect to these pleasures and everything.
So mind and ego is also causing. Correct. Anybody
And
else? Any
sir,
other point? We have done a lot of
These
time.
Brahmins performed rituals, so that we follow them blindly without asking questions. So this may be that.
But this also point is covered, Karthik. What creates a rituals is religion. We have already covered the point religion, Karthik. Okay. Can we move on? So,
Sir, can I just say one word, sir?
Sudeep, please go on. Sudeep and Girish, I think two more people. Go, sir, tell me, Sudeep.
Yeah. Sir, I will just continue with where Kiran auntie left out. So I believe there was once that you told me that darkness is nothing, it's just the absence of light. The moment light is there, darkness goes away. So I believe ignorance is also nothing, it's just the lack of knowledge. The moment you get knowledge, you lose the ignorance.
So what is the cause? What is the cause of ignorance?
Yeah, because I don't have the knowledge is what is causing the ignorance. And why
So
I
we will-
don't have the knowledge is possibly because I've been caught up with the Maya, so I'm in my comfort zone. I don't even like to go out of it.
So let us put it in a little different way, Sudeep, what you're saying. We are not given the right knowledge. We are given the
right.
wrong knowledge. We have been
Correct,
given
correct.
knowledge. Our parents
True,
have
true,
taught
true.
us knowledge, but it's not the right knowledge.
That knowledge is possibly to fill our stomach, but not for the spiritualism.
Exactly. It is like eating a plastic apple. The plastic apple will not give you the energy to live.
True.
Okay. Girish, you want to say something, Girish?
Yes. Shivoham.
Sure.
The ignorance is beginningless. It is anadi.
Correct.
And it is perpetuated due to misinterpretation or wrong interpretation of our experiences.
Okay.
That's what I want to say.
So what is the cause?
What is the origin of ignorance and how it is perpetuated?
Okay.
It is wrong or misinterpretation of our experiences through senses.
Okay. So
ignorance.
Girish has gone to
Let's continue.
you have gone to a very deep spiritual point, which leads us to the causal body. The causal body is caused due to ignorance. Okay. So my dear, who is it? Yes, Rekha, you want to say something?
Yes, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
I want to say that we believe in mythology.
Yeah.
That's the one cause of ignorance.
So I agree with you, Rekha. So this mythology is again a combination of what people have taught us, education, and our own parents and teachers and religion. So the combination is religion and our parents and our teachers. You agree, Rekha? They are filling us with mythology. Who is filling with mythology? Religion, teachers, parents.
Correct.
My dear, okay. So my dear friends, why did we touch this very important topic today? See, Ask Air is not just some question answer session. It is a profound journey to enlightenment. Now, how can you get enlightenment if there is ignorance? Why I touched this point is we all should understand the various causes of ignorance, because then we will become alert. We will become alert about what our parents teach us, what society teaches, what religion teaches. We will become alert of Maya. We will become alert of the mind and ego. We will become alert of the darkness that is caused due to wrong education. So today you have come with so many points. I have not given answers. You yourself, each one of you has got some answer, but cumulatively the group has got all the wisdom. Cumulatively, the group has got all the answers which is causing ignorance. So what is, Sudeep also said very nice, right? Because there is ignorance, there is darkness. This ignorance casts a shadow. The ignorance does not let us realize the truth. And it is our goal to realize the truth. So my dear friends, today's subject is to help you become alert and cautious about ignorance. You should not blindly follow anything and anybody. Even in your religion, if they tell you something and you don't believe it is true, please don't follow it. Please question. As I told you, if I tell you something and I'm not convincing you, no, you have to question. Of course, don't waste the whole session by 30 minutes by going on arguing, because you are wasting other people's time. If there is a point where you are not convinced, you are allowed to contact me personally on my mobile number, and I am replying within 24 hours. So those of you who want any personal clarification in longer time, I am available individually, but we will first try to explain here. And if you still are not able to get the point, I will explain to you personally. Administrator, with that note, we had an interesting start. Can we get on to questions, please?
So since there are no live questions, I'm starting with Jyotri's questions which are pending.
Yeah, start with one. He has many questions, so one by one. But if there's a live question, the live question will get priority. So go ahead. What is Jyotri's question?
First question, how to know that we are connected to the divine spirit?
Jyotri, how do you know that there is electricity in the wire? How do you know there is electricity in the wire? When you put the wire and if you put it into the mobile phone and the mobile phone says charging, you know there is electricity. If you put in the mobile phone and it shows it's not charging, you know there is no electricity. The moment you are connected with the divine, you will experience that state of being a yogi. You will experience a state of Sat Chit Anand. You will experience that energy level. Because in this world, either we are connected to yoga, union with God, or we are connected to bhoga. So normally, one of the two connections is prevalent. Either we are connected to the world or we are connected to the divine. 99% of people in this world are connected to samsara. Who brought out the point? Dattatreya brought the point. Dattatreya said that the five senses are causing ignorance. The five senses are disconnecting us from God. The five senses, we are seeing something. Suddenly we see, oh, I want to have coffee. Okay, I go bring coffee. Correct? Now, this is disconnecting us from the divine. As much as possible, when you feel that connection with God, you will feel it. So, Jyotri, the answers are 2 or 3. One of the other answer I'm giving you, it is called aparoksh anubhuti. Aparoksh anubhuti means it is not a paroksh. It is not a logical experience. So, for example, if Jyotri, I am holding your hand, can you feel it? Of course, you can feel it. And if God is holding your hand, can you feel it? Of course, you can feel it. But only point is, God is not holding your hand. God is connecting with your consciousness. God is appearing in the consciousness and the mind is being subdued. There's a state of thoughtlessness and you're in a state of consciousness. So good. So administrator, whenever there is no live question, we can take Jyotri's question. He has many, but I see somebody else wanting. I think Dattatreya wants to ask a question.
Dattatreya.
Yes, Dattatreya, please come along.
Shalom to all members. Sir, I have listened that each thought is recorded. अपना हर थॉट कहीं तो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है हवा में या कहीं तो नहीं क्या? It is right.
No. Who told you this?
हाँ, no, Science magazine. I read on it.
Wrong, Dattatreya.
Okay.
Each thought is not recorded, Dattatreya. Only every action is recorded by karma. Unfortunately, science doesn't know the meaning of this consciousness. See, let me explain to you. Now,
Yes.
I am asking you a question, Dattatreya. How often is the thought coming to your mind? Every second. Thought is coming?
Yes.
Correct. Now you answer my question. Can you record your own thoughts?
No.
If you cannot record your own thoughts, how can Science magazine tell somebody is recording every thoughts? Agreed? Your point is agreed or not agreed?
Yes, I am agreeing.
But what happens, no, Dattatreya, let me lead you to one more point.
Okay.
When a thought comes, no, Dattatreya, thought becomes a feeling.
Yes.
Feeling passes the intellect. If the intellect uses the feeling to become an action, that action is recorded by karma.
Correct. Yeah.
Only every action is recorded by karma. That is no doubt about it.
Okay. Yes. Sir, I want one sharing also.
Yes, sir.
Sir. There are 3 prachitis for we are going on the right path, spiritual path. About that answer question, I relating.
What is the 3 prachiti?
3 prachitis are there. शास्त्र प्रचिति जो शास्त्र में लिखा है, अगर गुरु वही बताता है और आत्म प्रचिति यानी खुद को भी वही एक्सपीरियंस आता है, तो इट इज द राइट वे. for the spiritual path. Shastra, Guru, or self. Three are in the same way.
I don't understand this prachiti business. What is it?
Prachiti यानी experience, experience. तो शास्त्र में जो लिखा है वही अगर गुरु बता रहे हैं और वही हमें एक्सपीरियंस आ रहा है तो it is a right way of spiritual.
So, see, the problem is everything that Shastra says is not true, no, Dattatreya. Everything that Shastra says is
Everything is not right. Correct. Yes.
So the many Shastras giving so many rituals and they're giving so many superstitions. Then how to tell me how to do that? How to accept it, Dattatreya? Is it possible to accept it?
No.
So therefore, we have to use the power of discrimination.
Yeah.
Unless you use the power of discrimination, you will not be able to say whether what Shastra is saying is right or wrong. You have to use the power of discrimination.
Correct.
Then you need to have a guru. The guru, see, okay, first step, Dattatreya. Suppose, let me ask you one question. Suppose you want to ask a question. First you will ask the guru or first you will ask your intellect?
I can't understand. Please repeat.
Suppose there's a question in your mind. Who must answer first? Your Dattatreya intellect should answer first or Dattatreya's guru should answer first? Who should answer first?
My intellect.
Correct. If your intellect is not able to understand, then what you must do?
I have to think.
Then you have to take the question to your guru.
Okay.
And if the guru is not able to convince you, then what you must do?
Study self manan karenge.
Then you must meditate on that point.
Okay.
So there are 3 steps. I'm giving a new thing to you. Please make note. Dattatreya has created a new understanding. The first step of inquiry is at the level of intellect.
Okay.
The second step of inquiry is at the level of the guru.
Yeah.
The third step of inquiry is at the level of consciousness,
Very
where
good.
you are connecting to the divine, and you are trying to keep the position, keep it for the divine to answer. I hope you're able to understand what I'm saying. There are 3 levels of being able to understand. Sometimes guru will tell something you can't understand. What do you do? What do you do then? Then you pray to God. You pray to God and you sit quietly. Not God in the temple. God in the heart. You go within and you try to understand. Okay, next question. Thank you. I hope you understood.
One point only.
Yes.
Sir, today I was meditating and I am Atman, वगैरह वगैरह. So, but I have not get peace. And when I say I am a God particle, मैं ईश्वर का अंश हूँ, तो I feel very better, very quiet. I am a God particle. God particle.
What is happening when you're saying I am a God particle? What is happening?
I get peace of mind and a connection with the God, union with the God.
So you're getting or you're not getting?
I am getting. I feel union with the God. When I say I am a God particle, I feel the God is everywhere with me, and I'm a part of God.
So is there any question you are having, or you are just sharing?
I have no question. I am sharing only, sir.
Okay, remember this. But when you take this to the next level, Dattatreya, then you will feel this all the time.
Yeah.
Not only something, you will feel it all the time.
Very nice.
Next question, Administrator.
Sudeep.
Sudeep Bhargava.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
So yesterday you said that the mind and ego cannot exist without the body. I am missing out something there, because when the body dies, the mind and ego transfers to the other body with the karma, which is also true. So there's some disconnect here. That,
no, there's no disconnect. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully.
Yeah. Yes.
I am transferring. Is this mobile phone? This has apps and software or no?
Correct. Yes.
This mobile phone has got apps or software or no?
Yes.
Now this foil is broken. I'm transferring the data from this and apps to this one.
Right.
I'm transferring the software, the apps and the data from this mobile to this mobile. Clear? Clear?
Yeah.
Now without the mobile, where is the data and apps?
No, but while the transferring was taking place, the data did not get lost.
No,
That's what I'm not.
You don't let your mind confuse you.
That's
asking
what
a
I'm saying.
question. We'll come to that question later.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yes, I'm clear with this.
Can the apps and the software exist without the mobile phones?
No, they cannot. Correct. I'm convinced with both the things, sir, but I'm not able to connect them. That's what the problem is.
No, you have to learn to. This is called consciousness. If the mind comes in between, you cannot connect it.
Okay.
Now, Sudeep, please pay attention.
Sure.
This phone has transmitted the software and the apps into the ether, into the atmosphere, into the wireless. Okay, into the wireless. But this phone has not yet received it. You agree that when it goes from this phone to this phone, it is going by wireless. You agree it is going by wireless? There is no wire.
Yes.
Then why are you finding it difficult that the mind and ego will transfer to a new body? Why is it so difficult to realize?
No, I completely agree with both the statements, sir. My only doubt, I know it's a wrong, wrong
what is your doubt?
perception that I'm having. Yes, but my doubt is when the software is going from one mobile phone to the another one, it has left this mobile phone. It has not yet reached this mobile phone. Where is that software at that point of time? Maybe it could just be for a fraction of a second.
So that is in the state of wireless or ether, what they call it, right? It's in the atmosphere, right?
So that means even the mind and ego will be there in the ether, man. For maybe for a very fraction second.
Sudeep, just like it takes a fraction of time to go from one device to another device, it takes that much fraction of time to go from one dead body to a zygote.
Okay, then it's fine.
So is there any confusion or it is simple?
No, this makes sense that it may take a fraction of a second. It may.
Sudeep, it is beyond our comprehension, Sudeep.
That's right. So maybe this question is not even required. That's I just wanted to check whether
the problem is your mind will keep on creating ignorance. The mind will keep on asking irrelevant questions. Why is the mind asking irrelevant questions? You know why? Why is your mind asking irrelevant questions? Do you know the reason?
So that I don't ask the relevant questions.
Okay. Next.
Right, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else, Administrator? Any more questions?
Rekha has given a typed question.
Yeah, please read.
Mythology is a myth. How do we explain to our children? It's followed since 3,000 years.
So we have to explain to our children that there are something called a fairy tale. Now, Rekha, and all the mothers who are here in the mothers and fathers, the way to explain to your children is to take your child and make your child dress up like Lord Shiva. And then you ask the child to do the dancing, all the Shiva, the Tandav dance. Then afterwards ask the child, were you Shiva? The child will say, no, I was acting like Shiva. Make the child understand the meaning of natak. Make the child understand the meaning of drama. Make the child understand that there are many stories. And when the child understands the meaning of a story, then they will take mythology as a story. Because mythology is nothing but a story. Am I clear, Rekha? You understanding? Can you make the child understand the meaning of drama? Yeah, make them understand all this is a drama. God coming like Krishna, God coming like Shiva. This is just a roop. This is just a, God is acting like. God is not Shiva. God is not Krishna. He's just acting like. So can you explain like that? Okay. Next question, Administrator.
Kumaraswamy.
Yes, sir. Kumaraswamy.
Sir Shivam Guruji, actually my question is actually yesterday's extension only. But okay, it may take a lot of time, but in simple way, I'll ask the question. The karma is causing rebirth. But here, three types of karma. So number one is our sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. Sanchit karma means the total birth karmas of cumulative is called sanchit karma. And prarabdha is at the time of birth, some karmas will be given to you at the time of birth. And agami karma means with the after taking birth with the will, whatever the karmas doing also accumulates. Three types of karma there. So when the person today is realized, is enlightened, is self-realized.
Yeah.
So all the three karmas will get ridden or not.
Okay. Now pay attention slowly. Be patient.
Okay, sir.
Patiently you listen. Patiently. When a person is born, what is he born with? You know, you told the answer. What karma he is born with?
Prarabdha karma. Karma.
Correct. You know the answer. Stop. Okay.
Yes.
Where is the sanchit karma? It is kept separately. Correct. You agree? It is kept in the stored separately. It is kept in the cloud. Cloud is kept in the cloud.
It is not coming to this birth. It will be there in the reserve.
The modern terminology, it is kept in the cloud. It is not here.
Yes.
It is in the cloud.
Right.
So
right.
forget about that sanchita karma now. Forget about it. Now, one question to you: that sanchita karma belongs to body or belongs to me? Mind and ego.
Mind and ego.
Okay. Very
It
clear.
belongs to mind and ego.
Very clear. Very clear. Sanchita karma belonging to mind and ego is in the cloud.
Yes.
Prarabdha karma is coming to Kumar Swami when he is born.
Yes.
And Kumar Swami is creating agami karma. The prarabdha karma and the agami karma are connected together in this lifetime.
Yes.
When Kumar Swami becomes realized that I am not Kumar Swami, and he is dropping the prarabdha karma and the agami karma, because this karma is not mine, I am not body, I am not mind, I am not ego. Then Kumar Swami, the self-realized person, at the point of death, drops the body, drops the mind and ego, me, and it is united with God. Now, are you clear about this up to now what I'm telling?
Okay, but what you mean to say is...
Go slow. Up to now you're understanding what I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
When this Kumar Swami, who is realized, self-realized, and when the moment of death, that God realization creates nirvana, moksha for Kumar Swami, then where is the mind and ego? Then there is no mind and ego. Therefore, that sanchita karma hanging somewhere disappears. It drops. It disappears completely. Now tell me, you understood or no?
Here my question is, the prarabdha karma, we have already, it has come to fruits. So it has to be cleared.
Already come to what? Already come to?
And the time of birth, it has come in the form of fruits. You have to, compulsory, you have to experience it, or you have to suffer it.
Kumar Swami, the prarabdha karma and the agami karma is only up to the point where there is self-realization. The moment there is self-realization, it's not my karma. If you ask me, I have no karma.
So,
which karma you're talking about?
So
I
that
don't
means
have
all three karmas. So that means all three karmas will be get ridden.
No. Please wait. You are jumping. The problem is you are jumping. As long as I am alive and I am realized, I don't have prarabdha karma, I don't have agami karma, because they are not my karma. Clear?
Yes.
But the sanchit karma is still
From
there.
1 minute, sir, 1 minute here. Before, after realization, your new karma will not come because you are realized. But before karmas, whatever you have done, it has been registered on your ego and mind and ego. It is already registered. But after realization.
Therefore, when the body of my body is alive, the prarabdha and the agami karma may create the suffering in my life till I am alive. Because the prarabdha and the agami karma is already born, correct? And the sanchita karma is hanging in the cloud. Up to the point when the mind and ego is dissolved. When the mind and ego is dissolved and I become one with God, then only the Sanchita karma will disappear.
Sir,
Now
if
you are-
Sanchit karma is there, can we go for God realization?
When
Sanchit karma.
when there is moksha, nirvana, when there is unification with God, automatically Sanchit karma will disappear because there's no mind and ego. It is just like Kumar Swami taking a loan from Citibank. As long as Kumar Swami is alive, the loan is alive. When Kumar Swami dies, Citibank will go where to collect the loan?
Okay. It will wipe off. NP.
Understood? Point is understood?
No, understood, sir. Clearly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
But please
Can I
ask
just add-
Kumar Swami, till you are convinced, you keep on asking. Don't hesitate. You keep on asking till you are.
Sir, you should not feel because whatever the idea, whatever the doubts I am having, I will ask.
You
But
please
should
ask.
not-
No, you please don't hesitate. See, my sincere effort is to guide you. That is my
Yes, sir.
sincere effort. That is all I am trying to do, nothing else. So, my dear friends, with that interesting conversation, we have passed time, and now I'm going to run to the flight because in 25 minutes my flight is taking off from here to Bangalore. But it's always a pleasure to be with all of you every Ask Air session, and I look forward to being with you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I'm flying to Iceland. So I may miss one session, but I will keep you informed whenever there is no Ask Air. But look forward to your presence tomorrow at 7:30, not 8 o'clock Friday, with folded hands. Shivoham. God bless you. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham.